And we're live. Live by the fire pit. Let's see if we get anybody in here tonight. Come on in, guys. We'll wait until we get some people in here. I don't have my Bluetooth on right now. There's two of us here, so hopefully the audio will be okay. Should be all right. You know, I told you how long it took last time for YouTube to get those notifications out. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, when they say that people not getting notifications, I think what it is they just send them out super late. Yeah. All right, so we're right around. Let's see what goes on. See what's happening. I did just do one the other day. Oh, somebody popped in. All right, there we go. So it must be getting the word out. But some people have notifications set. Like if they don't have a notification set, you know, somebody jumped in. Welcome in. Hit the like button as you come in. You know, it'll help. I appreciate you. That must be one of my regulars. Who's that? I'm not even gonna say who. I think I know who that probably is. That's when you know it's a real one when they hit the like button. Hey guys, we got. I'm gonna put it on you where you won't wait till you can. I guess where you was chewing. You ready?
Oh, okay. I'll be okay.
Oh, okay. All right, guys, we got Kim here. All right, so we're ready to just sit back and do a live with you guys for a minute and talk a little bit. If you guys want to come in the chat tonight, I know everybody from Florida is probably watching the Miami game and Mississippi. We got another one in the room. As soon as I show Kim, here they come. That's how it is. Y'all ain't worrying about me. How you guys like this fire pit? I thought it'd be cool. You guys probably thought it was like a video or something, but it's real live, man. You can see here's Kim once again. You know, we're here by a fire pit. There's the controls of it that you know is real. And you know, if you guys want to just jump in and have a little conversation tonight, we'll see what the okay. Now we go. Now Kim here, y'all want to like it up. And y'all coming in. Usually it's hard to get you guys to like it. I appreciate you guys. Come on in, guys. We got a few talking points that we can discuss. We did take a few notes.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, Nisi? Good to see you. She says, hey, Kurt and Kim.
Hey, Nisi. Hey.
Yeah, we got a little thing with some talking points here. We got a little list here if we wanted to, you know, kind of guide the live a little bit. If it, you know, okay, Christian Witness, haven't seen you in a while. Looks like you might have changed your name up a little bit. I think if maybe it used to just be Witness, but it looks like you put Christian in the front of there. Have you got baptized since the last time you've been around? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, man, likewise. You still out there in the woods? Out in the wilderness? We'll let some more people trickle in. The numbers are fluctuating back and forth, but I'm glad I did do a notification, so it seems like you guys are getting in. Yeah, you are, huh? How are things out there? You still got that bear chasing you around? Or have you made bear stew? No way. Tree fell on your car. What do you think? So is it drivable, or are you without a car in the woods now? That's like a horror movie. Yep. So what? So can you still drive it? You should when you finish eating, you should probably pull it up on yours so you can read the comments too. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
You know, well, you don't gotta worry about you eating, but you know, she's having a little cheesecake, having a little snack here, as you can see. Got Kim with me, guys, once again.
Hey, y'all.
All right. Wow. Wait a minute. You said it was totaled. Why is everybody losing their cars, man? So what are you doing in the woods now? Don't tell me you in a tent and they got bears out there chasing you around. I wouldn't live in a tent. So you got to have something going on, man. You got a log cabin out there now or what? That's crazy, man. Yeah, turn the volume down. Like, she almost threw me off there. I thought, it's like, is that me? It sucks hearing your own voice.
Yeah, but you like with other people.
Yeah. So you're in a tent in the wilderness. Oh man. Yeah, man. I know what you mean. I know what it's like to lose your car. You already were in the car. in a cabin surrounded by gang stalkers. Oh my God! It might be time to leave the wilderness then, because the whole point of you being out there was to get away from the gang stalkers. So now you're out there in the woods, no car, in a cabin surrounded by perps. Might be time to come back down to back to reality, man. Well, come on in here, guys. We're just chatting a little bit. I want to let's see how it goes. Let's try to see if we get to at least 10 to start, and then we got I'm show Kim. We got Kim here again, and we're just gonna chat with you guys a little bit. She's a TI friend of mine. For those in the room or those who might be watching this on the playback, with TI's here, we linked up here in Florida. I have been talking now for the better part of a year, just communicating, through the app or whatever. But we ended up in the same area, and took a leap, took the rare leap and decided to meet in person. And it's been about 6 months now, 5-6 months, and things are pretty cool, man. We'll discuss it if anyone has any questions. We got a few things, can't escape them, buddy. Even up there, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. So what is the benefits at this point of being up there if you don't have the car anymore and they're still surrounding you? See, I know it's worse when you don't have a car. When you got a car, you can drive away and go to different areas. I've been like this now for since August, and I know how it is. It's like your foot is cut off, and you can't really move the way you want, and they just converge on you. You got to find a way to get mobile. Get a scooter or something, electric scooter. Up there, won't matter where you're at. Yeah, I know, man. I've been on that verse stage for 8 years now. There they are right now in the background making noise. You hear that? That's how real it is. What time is it? What time is it, Kel? 10:32. That's the 33. That's the Mason boys. You guys know how it is over here. 3 feet of snow, huh? Wow. Okay, let's see. Meme 1984 says so this is where you've been hiding. Yeah, man, this is the hiding spot right here. 3 feet of snow, man. You in 3 feet of snow in the log cabin. No, you got no heat. How do you stay warm? You use fire, or what do you do in the cabin? Man, you are really you're really living a TI lifestyle. It comes in all shapes and sizes. Oh, man. It says, I can't wait to tell the rest of the glowies. What's that mean, man? You wouldn't happen to be trolling, are you? Because I got my girl Niecy in here. She'll pull it. She's probably already scoping you out. I hope you're not trolling, man. Tried to warn you if you are. Let's see. No scooter in western Montana. Yeah, 3 feet of snow, Christian. That's tough. Wow, a tree fell on your car. I wonder if do you think there was any nefarious activity going on with that? You think someone loosened up a branch over your tree over your car while you were asleep? Were you driving when it happened, or what? Okay, wow. You see that? Oh, man. I see the message that you just put there, what you just said about what the gang stalkers gave you a place to live, but YouTube has hid that. I don't know if it can be seen or not, but YouTube hid that. So I won't even repeat it, but hopefully that's not the case, man. But I don't think that message is being shown. YouTube held it. It says this message has been held for review. So I'm not going to repeat that. Obviously they got an issue with it, and they already on my bumper. Mimi Man says, let's get 2 more people in here, guys, and we're going to get into our topic tonight. I just wanted to kind of catch up with you guys for a few minutes before we get in, and let my girl Kim here finish her snack, and we're going to talk. He's got 2 TIs here, and we just got here's an opportunity. We don't see this that often where you see 2 TIs together. You see TIs sometimes, interviewing one another online and different things of that nature, but you guys don't really get to see it. 2 TIs sitting together like this in front of a fire pit going live, ready to engage with you guys. So it's kind of special. We got Kim here tonight. It's a special night, guys. So, give her a warm welcome. Treat her nice, and let's chat a little bit. We got a good hour to chat with you guys tonight. So we're 10 minutes in. So let's go for it. Okay, let's see. Nisi, you still in here, dear? Haven't heard from you. It says, okay, you were just joking, me, man. Okay, cool. It says there are people paid to gang stalk. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. I believe so personally. The way they're so dedicated, unless they're just under mind control. Christian says they don't let me post or talk. They are scared of me. Yeah, man, they've been doing the same stuff to me, man. I'm having some serious issues with my main phone. I'm sorry I'm on an Android right now. My iPhone is like under extreme attack right now, and they're making it difficult for me to do anything. So I had to go live on my secondary, this little cheap Android. But one way or another, I want to get out to, the community and, my supporters and followers and subscribers and, keep up with you guys and show you what's been going on in life. Okay, Nisha, I see you. How you doing? How you been? Haven't heard from you about a week or two. You see, I'm starting to pick up on these lives a little bit more now. Let's get 2 more people in the room. I'm going to get this thing to 10. If you guys hit that like button for me, that'd be great. It's free to hit the like button. Doesn't cost a thing. I'm shadow banned. Yeah, most of us are shadow banned in this topic. Thanks for those likes. And all right, I see some. All right, there we go. We got those numbers up. It's moving. See, every time I bring Kim around, those numbers move, guys. Okay, let's see. I don't even want to show you guys the good time we've been having. I don't want people to not like me anymore. But sometimes you guys do get to have a decent time, especially when you put 2 heads together. You can get more accomplished. You know what I mean? So definitely, Christian out there in that wilderness, man, it might be time for you to come back down to the general population, and maybe that was a sign, man. Maybe it's time for you to try to find yourself a companion, someone like-minded. I know Montana could be difficult. I couldn't imagine. You might just need a partner, man. Maybe that's what it's telling you.
Program don't stop, though.
The program is not going to stop. It still goes on, nonstop. But it could be a little better for you if you're not alone. 2 is better than 1. And just remember, man, nothing's perfect, okay? With T.I., so don't forget that. Yeah, we're all shadow banned, man. We use these topics with, the words gang stalk and target individuals. It's gotten to that point. What time you got?
2:38.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Okay, Christian said, "Hey, Nisi." All right. Mimi, man, 1984. That's a good year, 1984. I'll tell you. It's a good book called 1984 that a lot of you TIs need to check out. The book is called 1984 by George Orwell. I've told you guys about that in the past. It really speaks about at the 15-minute mark, guys, we're going to get into the discussion, okay? We got about a minute and 15 seconds. But check out the book 1984 by George Orwell. It's really about the surveillance state. This book came out back in the, I want to say the 50s. And he predicted perfectly everything that's going on right now with all of the surveillance and the targeting and the gang stalking stuff that we go through. The book is called 1984 by George Orwell. If any of you guys are readers out there, check it out. You could also get the audio book on YouTube. Just put in 1984, pop your headphones in, and just listen. But you got to listen closely. Okay, we got Mitchie 999 says hi, welcome in, good to see you. I think that name is familiar, so you're not a first timer. Good to see you again. Guys, like I said, we're sitting here, got my girl Kim here. All right, we're gonna just do a live together with you guys and just chat a little bit. If anyone has any questions or you speak to us. Kim is a targeted individual here in Florida. She's been targeted how long now, would you say?
Since about the beginning of January 2023.
So she's been targeted since January 2023. So she's relatively new, and she's saying basically her targeting went overt in January 2023. So she's fairly new to the game, guys. So that means she's in now 3 years, because we're in January right now of 26. And you guys believe it. Happy New Year to those of you who I haven't said that to yet. Glad you guys made it to another year. Let's try to make it a better one. But she's in it for now about 3 years on the overt stage. I've been in it now for about 8 years, going on a decade. It goes really fast. Honestly, guys, it's felt like a big, long year. But recently, it's gotten a lot better, especially having, someone like this, at your side, working with you as a teammate, as a partner, and you guys attacking life and getting this program together. It makes it a lot easier, guys. Now, it's not perfect. You get ups and downs. We all are targeted. We all have different triggers and different things. So it's not always just great. But we can have those kind of discussions as we go on here a little bit. Christian says they watch my every move. Got the snowplow trucks parked outside my cabin with flashers going. Yeah, man, that sounds like the kind of stuff they'll do. Yeah, that really sounds like the kind of thing they do. And right, you guys listening to this, Christian is out in the wilderness. He's out in the woods at least a year. As far as I can tell, I don't know how long. You can let them know how long you've been out there, Christian. Witness, but he's out in the wilderness, guys, and it just shows you that gang stalking is in so many different aspects of your life. The big city or out in Montana in the woods, he's still being targeted. He even told me months ago he was being chased by a bear. I mean, they probably had a frequency on the bear following my man through the woods, but he was in a vehicle, sleeping in the front seat of his truck. And now that wasn't even enough. For some reason, the universe decided to smash a vehicle. I mean, a tree branch fell on his car and totaled it. So now he's living in the log cabin, he says. So think about that, guys. It's a TI what we go through. Many different aspects of life. You can find yourself targeted, trying to get away, trying to leave different states, as you can see, it just still goes on either way. So the best thing we can do is find a way to cope with it. And one way you can, if it works out for you, having not over isolating and having someone in your life can definitely improve your situation. All right. So let's see what we got here. Christian says, "Are you kidding me? I'm stuck." I hear you, man. I understand. Okay. Mitchie says, "Greetings. Welcome in, Mitchie. Hope I'm saying that right. Mitchie 999. I've seen you before. Hope I'm saying your name correct. Thrifty Simplicity, my favorite screen name. Glad to see you. I made it through again. You see, I'm starting to pick these things up again. Happy New Year. I think I spoke with you briefly a few days ago. I was having technical difficulties, but Happy New Year. Good to see you coming in, checking us out here with Kim. We're here ready to talk to you guys a little bit about Target and then what it's like hanging out with another TI as much as we do. We spend a lot of time together, and you just learn, and you can also see the other person's targeting. Would you say that, Kim?
Yeah.
You being with another TI, would you say you can actually start to notice the things that I've been speaking about over the years on my channel?
Yeah. Can
you confirm that it's happening?
Yes.
Yeah, it's right there, guys. That's confirmation. You spend time like that with another TI.
Yeah, I said, hey.
Yeah, Thrifty. Kim said hello.
Hello.
Christopher, welcome in. Christopher Hilaire 488 says, would you rather fight a bear or a gorilla? I got to think about that one. All right. Christian Witness 1 says,
Christian, hey.
Kim says, hello, Christian. A whole tree fell on it. Okay, yeah, I said a branch. I'm tripping. Yeah, a whole tree. Wow, man. Was it because of the snow? Was the snow weighing it down, or had the soil was maybe a little soggy and it fell over from the roots? That's pretty bad luck, man. You need to burn a sage or something. Well, I think I don't know, man. You gotta pray. Get out of the wilderness. It's not safe anymore. Without a vehicle and being able to be mobile and get away from a bear chasing you down. Might be time to get out of there, but I ain't telling you what to do. But I think I would. once I lost my vehicle a few months ago, back in August, I had to change my whole life around. It took a few months to kind of adjust, but things have gotten a little bit better, at least for now, why I don't have it. And again, it's been a lot easier. Again, like I always say, having a friend. Don't over-isolate, Don't over-isolate if you can. Okay, Thrifty Simplicity says, hi, Kim. All right? And she got the waving sign.
Oh, yeah.
Waving symbol. Okay. She says hello. Now, Christian says, you're blessed to find someone you trust. Yeah, man, you got to try to trust someone because you'll lose that ability. Like I said, nothing's perfect. You're not always going to trust somebody that even another TI around you, you're not always going to feel like you always trusting someone 100%. You know what we go through, but you got to kind of fight through those moments and, and try to, talk it through if you can. It's not always going to be easy. Like I always tell you guys, nothing's perfect. We all have triggers, you know what I mean? And it'll help you to discipline yourself to keep your reaction to the triggers under control. It kind of trains you to do that so that you don't find yourself in a disadvantaged position out here in public, losing your mind. All right, Christian says, hey, Kim.
Hey, Christian, say hello.
Okay, so Thrifty says, I believe you both. Well, I appreciate that. I try to do the best I can to really show it. And I think it really is good having confirmation, having someone here that also can see. And then you guys as well, over the years, doing lives, and I'm riding around with you guys as I'm working, doing Ubers, doing deliveries. I took you guys to my job because, I didn't want to, but just doing the other stuff that I took you guys around while I was working, while I'm just living, while I'm playing ball on the court. I've shown you guys so many different aspects of my life over the past almost 5 years now of the targeting, and I tried my best to really depict it. And I think that you guys have really been able to pick that up, and that's why you guys continue to come here. That's why, I can be away for a while and come back, and you guys are here, and, you're ready to listen and communicate and talk, So I appreciate you guys, And Kim does too. She's reading, and Kim is reading the comments, and she's here she's in the chat as well, reading the comments. So if you guys want to speak to Kim, or you have anything to say, any questions for her, we're here for at least an hour, guys. I'm gonna try to go a whole hour. We're about 22 minutes in, so so we can get a good 60 minutes in, and then I know it's a weeknight and people might be busy, so we're not gonna hold you guys too late. Let's see. Christian says a huge windstorm came through, destroyed the whole area. Yeah, man, that sounds biblical. It might be a message that it may be time for you to do something different. How long did you say you've been out there in the wilderness in Montana? I couldn't imagine it, especially with no car. It's hard enough being down in like Fort Lauderdale, Miami without a car, but being in the wilderness, like, what do you eat, man? DoorDash? Let's see. Christian says electricity was out for 3 days. Oh, well, at least you got electricity out there. That's one positive. Yeah, at least you got electricity. How much are you paying to be in that cabin? And how are you paying for it? Just curious. You don't got to give all the information out, but I'm literally curious. Let's see. Christian says, I'm glad you're okay, Curtis. Was worried about you truly. I had others praying for you online. I don't know why I worry like you're. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. And likewise, I feel the same way. And thanks for the prayers. And maybe some of those prayers definitely help put someone in my life here that has definitely been a good partner, a good teammate. And we're, like I said, facing this terrible situation, as a team is much better than doing it by yourself. I did it myself for years, and it came to a point you can run, but so far, you run a marathon, you can run, get as far as you can, but at some point you might get a little tired, man. You might step on a rock and twist your ankle. And, you might need somebody to lean on sometimes. And, we got egos, we got pride, but, we're up against something that's so powerful. We're just one person. You know what I mean? So at some point, realistically, unless you're Superman, it might be better to not be too isolated on ego. Some sacrifices got to be made, guys. Nothing's perfect, okay? Let's see. Thrifty says that fire looks beautiful. Yeah, it's definitely nice. I thought it'd be pretty cool since I don't show my face. At least you guys can have something nice to look at instead of giving you guys a blank screen that I've been giving you lately. But I've been in some pretty bad situations in places that I don't even want to show you guys while I'm live. Because like I said, I'd rather show you some positivity. We're here at this pretty nice hotel. We've been here for a few days. And we kind of do this regularly, man, just get away from things. And of course, it's not perfect. There's a little bit of targeting, but there's certain things you can do if anyone has questions about how you can kind of lessen the targeting you deal with. There's certain things you can do and circumstances you got to be in to achieve that. But yeah, I like the fire pit too, and it's actually kind of warm. It feels good. We're already in Florida, guys, so we're already probably about 70-degree weather out here at 10 o'clock at night, so we're not complaining about that. You guys see why I would come here, right? Not to brag, I'm just saying. It says maybe. Oh, so you've been out since last May. Okay. Yeah. So you be coming up on a year soon, man. You did it, man. You fought a good fight. Nature gave you a sign. Nature, God, Yahweh, Allah, Yahshua. We got Yahweh, whoever it is. Maybe it's trying to give you a message that it's time for you to turn the page and get another chapter. But it's your decisions, I'm covered by the blood. Okay, I hear you. I see where you're coming from. Christian. So yeah, maybe God is giving you a sign there, man. Gang stalkers gave me so gang stalkers gave me a place to live. I pay nothing. I'm a steward to looking out for a ranch. Do a little snow plowing here and there. Okay, man, that's interesting. Maybe you should write a book out there because everything you're saying is definitely like novel worthy, and you can put that thing up on Amazon and start getting some residual income off of your story. Alchemize that, man. But that's definitely something that you could write a book about, and some people will be interested in reading it. You're out in the wilderness. What else are you doing, right? Thrifty says, yes, I like that you show positive things. Okay, it's good to hear that. It's good to hear that because I got a lot of positive stuff that's been going on lately that I've been apprehensive to even post because I don't want to make some people feel like he's having a good time right now and I'm not. But like I said, you gotta sometimes you gotta force a good time. It's not always perfect, but we gotta live a little bit, man, if you can. But I'll try to show more positive things here in 2026. If you say you think you like seeing those kind of things, then I'll share a little more because it's been a lot more positive lately than it has been negative to show. That's for sure. And again, having somebody in your life, having a TI partner, having someone to face this stuff with, it really helps a lot, guys. I can't reiterate that enough.
And it's not easy.
But again, like she said,
it's not easy.
Say it again, Kim.
It's not an easy task because we all have things that we deal with. So it's not easy. But don't be scared to reach out to another targeted individual. You just never know, and you can support another targeted individual in other ways besides donations, just by conversation. Just support, just being there. So, Curtis has been here for me. It hasn't had to been by donations, but just a phone call, somebody to talk to, nobody was there. So I respect it, and I appreciate you, Curtis.
Thank you, Kim. You see, it's what it is. Like she said, it's not always easy. It's not perfect, but like I said, there's more pros and cons, I would say. And then that's so far, like I say, about 6 months in, I'm pretty much locked in, hanging out on a regular basis. It just helps out to get to know someone and bond and get that time. And you get to know each other, and you learn each other's triggers, because it's not like everybody else, guys. We know that. So, learning each other's triggers and to try not to. You guys understand. Let's see. Christian says, I was, what happened? Oh, our fire went off, guys. See how she's going to turn that on, get the fire going. All right, we'll be back. Sorry about that, guys. The flame went out quick.
You don't got done just the flame?
Nah, it's perfect. How much more fire you need?
Oh no, because she said earlier that it's something that you can adjust.
She said something like that, but I don't know. I don't see that. I'm good. What we got is good enough. I don't want to blow nothing up out
here. All right.
Burn my eyebrows off out here. There you go, guys. All right. And it's pretty cool how you guys got the reflection where it's just like multiple flames there coming off there. It's pretty cool. Sometimes things just work out. Let's see. Thrifty. Oh, I missed one. Sorry about that. Christian says, I was bummed about my car. Just put 2 bands to get it up to par. Yeah, man, that really sucks, man. It happens like that sometimes. Yeah. It happens like that sometimes, man. You just got to keep pushing. I spent a lot of money on my 2 vehicles last year, and here we are in 2026, and I don't have either one right now. So I know how it is. Trust me. It's like that. Because to go from 2 to none in a matter of a year. You guys remember I lost the first car, the van, around Christmas last year, and then I lost everything else this summer. So I know how it is, man. Sorry to hear that. Thrifty says the targeting is never ending. These weirdos have nothing better to do. They're getting paid. I think in America, that's the best thing you can do. You say nothing better to do. Well, like I say, I agree. I wish they would be doing something like trying to cure cancer, volunteering, helping out the youth, donating time, money to people in need, and, trying to research, to make a better earth, to make a better planet. But instead, they do spend their time doing these things, and it's unfortunate. But for them, they don't feel like it's something better they can do other than make money. And I think some of them are lining their pockets, by targeting us in this program. But there could be other reasons as well. Like I said, just weirdos. It's a lot of weirdos out here. Pure idiots and stalkers are shaking my head. I hear you, Thrifty Simplicity. Speak your mind, dear. Express yourself. This is the place to do it. Let's see. Christian says, people tell me all the time to write a book. Yeah, man, as soon as I heard that story you said there, man, it sounds like you can write a book, right? That'd be a good one, seriously. Most of us TIs have stories that are definitely book worthy for sure. Look into Fiverr, guys. Look into Chat GPT, GTP, whatever it is. I'm a little old, but you know what I mean. The AI, it'll help you write a book. It definitely will help you guys. So if you got a story, man, just tell it instead of having to write it and type it out. I shouldn't be giving y'all that idea, but man, thanks for coming and checking me out and supporting me. So I could have kept that one for myself. But yeah, man, get the Chat GTP, and see if they help you write a book about your story. You just tell them what's going on. You tell them the story. I'm pretty sure they'll write the whole thing out. So that's just a little game for you guys out there. Let's see. People tell me all the time to write a book. I'm a good writer as well. Learned how to write at the university. Went to college for 4 years. Yeah, man, maybe you need to come out the wilderness and use that education you got and try to get some things going. See if you can get yourself back in the car. I remember Nappy was saying that after he got out, he had lost his van, and he was living in a halfway house or a shelter, but they were forcing medication on him, so he ended up getting back out into the vehicle, and so maybe you just got to make a transition. And you can get another car is what it shows me. He went and got himself back in another van. He inspired me to do the van life that I did for about 2 years, or more than 2. If you guys remember, I had a U-Haul van for a while, and then I actually purchased a minivan and did van life for a few years, and I was inspired by Nappy. Let's see. I'll say Christian says car was worth 10 to 12 grand paid for. So what about your insurance? You guys got any questions for Kim? She's sitting over here chilling out right now. She's here, so don't forget she's here. If you guys have any questions for Kim, another targeted individual here. Again, been targeted since 2023. And she's here. We're here to chat. We got a good hour, got another half hour to go. So any questions for Kim, anything you guys want to discuss, she's here for that. So don't forget. I know I'm running my mouth here. You guys know how we do. All right. Christian says, worked my butt off to buy that car while being, man, I know how you feel about being stalked hardcore. Yeah, it seems like it just happened not too long ago. That burn is still there. Eventually the sting will go away. You got to occupy your time and mind with some other stuff. But I know that burn, trust me. I felt that way for quite some time. I'm not until recently starting to come to terms with losing, 2 vehicles in 1 year and credit cards and bank accounts and everything and revenue streams, storage unit. Let me stop. The perks are right, like probably just getting off to hearing all that. So let me just chill. I literally probably got the Vaseline out. Let me see. Thrifty says absolutely book worthy. Yeah. You feel you're saying his story is book worthy, or what you've been going through simply. Yeah, like I said, most of us are definitely have a story that is definitely book worthy at this point. Let's see. Christian says just had liability. They would not cover it. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I'm having some similar issues. I'm having some kind of similar issues with insurance companies and vehicles and stuff. You guys, I'm dealing with something similar. So, man, it shows that we all, And the funny part about it is the things that we're going through, a lot of it is because of our targeting. Like you wouldn't probably even have been out there hiding in the woods if you weren't being targeted in the first place. You know what I mean? So you probably would have been parked somewhere in a nice street with your car outside your home peacefully, maybe in a garage. You know what I mean? But instead you're out in the sticks hiding from these weirdos with cell phones and apps and stupid looks on their face. So I understand. But make the best of that cabin, man, because some of us don't even have that. So make the best of that cabin and figure it out. All right? Every TI got a book worthy of the story, says Christian. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thrifty says, mine is definitely book worthy. It's unbelievable. Well, we love to hear more of your story. If you ever wanted to get on here, Thrifty, we can do lives together. That's what we probably should have did. But we can do lives together on here where we can add someone on. So if you ever want to come on and tell your story and talk to the people, I'd be open to that. Like I said, we have the option on here where it can add one person on. So if you ever want to tell your story, because we don't know much about it, let me know. Thrifty Simplicity. That's such a cool name. Yeah, guys. But again, Kim, what you got on that list? Is there anything we didn't touch on so far? We'll have that notes kind of guide our communication. You guys want to see a little bit of the hotel where we are? I'll show you a little bit while she checks out the list. We did some notes to kind of organize the live just in case things got a little. We're just outside the hotel, as you can see here, guys. This is the parking lot. Looks like security right there or something. He drove away as soon as I got up. That's strange, but okay. You guys know how it is. What they say in Florida, y'all know the vibes. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit. We're just out here in front at the fire pit. We thought this would be nice. Nice place to do a live. We'll still see what's over here. There's probably some people hanging around, creeping around always. It don't look too much. Like he drove off as soon as I stood up, put a camera. You guys saw that live, right? He got an earful. Maybe hope he learned something. Yep, there you go. Let's see. You know it. What time is it?
11:04.
11:04 on the clock, which is another 24-hour surveillance. You guys heard the perp do the noise campaign bump right behind me. What a creep. Let's see. Christian says, okay, somebody's going in here. Okay, Christian says, I just wanted a break from the microwave weapons. Oh, okay, you're somebody that deals with the you're getting hit with the dudes, huh? She deals with Kim deals with a lot of the direct energy stuff as well.
Did that help anybody going in cold?
So the question Kim has for you, Christian, she says, did it help you once you went out to the wilderness to try to get away, to get further off from people? Did it kind of help kind of solve the issue with them, getting hit with these DEW weapons. But what you were saying is, I just wanted a break from the microwave weapons. I stay in cool environments to keep from being burned up. Wow, I'm sorry you got to deal with that. So I guess that's what pushed you all the way out there. Yeah, I don't know. If I was getting hit like that, if I got burned, I probably would be trying to get away from people as well. I get it. They play more mind games and psychological operations with me than stuff like that. And it's easier to adjust to that kind of thing than getting, tortured physically. Christian says, that's why I stay in the mountains in the summer. I was on my way out there when it happened. Okay. They took me out because they want me trapped here. Yeah, they want you trapped anywhere. They just want you trapped, period. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where. In the most uncomfortable place to be trapped, the better. So you got to figure it out. Thrifty Simplicity says, I just like saying that name, the way it comes off the tongue. Thrifty Simplicity says, the guys on the carts like that be hardcore weirdos and stalking. Yeah, you know it. That's what I'm saying. It's really like that. Big time stalking too. Those little golf cart security dudes, they speed up on you real quick. It's on my channel. I'm pretty sure I got many of those golf cart security dudes over the years gang stalking. Just want to throw a water balloon at them, right? They're wide open. Not in the car. Cool them off in the summer. Yeah, man, they do some heavy targeting for sure. Even worse, not that you say that, even worse than the ones in the cars. Those little golf cart ones will speed right up on you in all different kind of areas too. Good observation. You guys got the eye. That's why I like my subscribers, man. Christian says, just the microwave weapons, not the other ones. Okay, well, at least you're not getting hit. So what Kim asked you was, did it help you at all? Did it?
Oh, I understand what he says. It's just the microwave.
Okay.
Microwave ones, but not the other ones.
Okay. It's different kind of weapons.
Different kind of frequency. So yeah, I understood what he said.
Okay, she understood what you were saying. I get it now. She said so you were saying that going out there in that environment, it slowed down only the microwave weapons. I thought it was all the same. Okay, but the other stuff you're still getting hit. I wonder why it is that they choose some people for the dudes and all these microwaves and just at least to that extreme. I'm sure we all get it to some degree, but some people get it worse than others, or maybe some people can just feel it. It's affecting them more than others. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let's see. So we just found anything on the list that we wanted to discuss. We tap on everything pretty much.
Yeah, we really open up. You said a little bit about the topic, I guess.
I hit all the topics already.
Support, the triggers, and communication.
Yeah.
About, like if you're in a friendship with another target individual, do you talk about gang stalking? Okay,
I get to that. Okay, I'll get to that one next. I got you. I'll pull that topic. I'll ask that question. So Christian says, I'm chipped. My left leg, lower back, navel, upper back, base of my skull, under my left arm. I've been an MK Ultra lab rat since birth. That's a lot of locations to be chipped. How did you find out you were chipped in so many places? I'm pretty sure I'm chipped as well. I think I know where it is, and I think I started feeling it. I started having that feeling back in maybe 12 years ago. 12 to 13 years ago, there's a location in my body that I'm not going to say right now because I don't want to let the perps use it to tease and antagonize. But I'm chipped as well. I believe I know where, and I think I know how they did it many years ago. Yeah, man. Talking about being an MK Ultra lab rat. Yeah, man. Since birth, I was born on a military base where they focus on psychological operations and things of that nature. So I'm pretty sure I've been some version of a MK Ultra military psychology, mind control, psychological operations lab rat myself.
Man, like I was telling you before, I think like the new driver's license, if you experiencing the direct energy weapons, I think that those have chips in it too. So I notice sometimes when I'm at work, if I have my wallet on my left leg, I experienced more pain. So I started to take my wallet out of my pocket and just leave it in my work bag. And I experienced less of the frequencies. So I don't know, because a lot of your credit cards have chips inside of them too. So I don't know if it's something inside of there. So, and that could be a way that they track you too. So just louder. Oh, speak up. Oh, okay. Just your ID, your driver's license. Now they have this new driver's license. It's called the Real ID. I think they have chips in them. So that's another way they'll be able to track us. And like you were saying, Curtis, you think they have a chip inside of the passport.
They do. It's a fact.
That's another way that they track you too. But I'm thinking about the direct energy weapons. I think the chip in there also is connected to some type of Wi-Fi or something. I notice more frequency when I have my wallet on my left leg. I already experienced it in my left leg, but I noticed once I remove my wallet, it's less effective. So,
okay.
That's a tip for somebody.
I hope anybody get that tip there. Hope you picked up on that one. There's a lot of chips going on in our cards. You guys know it's a chip already anyway. When you put your card in the machine and you just put the chip in, things like, you do the tap, those are all chips. So everything's chipped up. They know who you are. You got a card in your name. Every time you make a purchase in the store, it alerts everybody in the program of where you are and everything, because that chip has all your information. So the bank account's in your name. You put your card in the machine. You guys know, perps show up. They're in the area. They know you're around. So chips are all over our body. So a lot of times, a lot of us aren't even implanted with anything. It's just something that we have to carry every day. They'll chip. So think about that. Let's see. Okay, Christian says they degenerated and I feel pain. And when they hit me, they can put me down. I do good, then can't even walk. I'm a big-time military, high-value target. The military is extremely interested in me. Okay, I know. Yeah, I understand. A lot of us feel the same way. Matt Lopez says, nice fire. Hey, thanks a lot, man. It's a nice little fire pit here. I thought you guys would think this is cool. You guys, over the years, you guys know I've given you some nice views here and there. I try to make up for that. I want to show you guys my mug on here. I don't want to scare you guys away, so I give you guys a nice little something to look at when I can, when I'm in a decent situation. And again, you can find yourself in these situations and things of this nature when you have someone on by your side, someone that you can lean on, and they can lean on you, help each other out, and you come together. Two is better than one. So could be worse right now, right? Sitting outside of a fire pit with a fellow TI. Could be worse. But welcome in, Matt. I think I've seen that name before. Hey, guys, look, we're going to go for about 13 more minutes here. Seems like we're running out of steam a little bit. You guys are quiet. Christian is kind of...
Yeah, I know they have a drone. People understand sometimes.
Somebody said something about drone. Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Let me. I missed that one. I was looking at the fire. I'm getting mesmerized myself, guys. Perps know where I am because they have drones following me 24 hours a day. Yeah, a lot of people say that they deal with the drones. Personally, myself, I've never actually seen the drones or recognized them, but a lot of you do say that the drones follow you. I wouldn't be surprised if it was more of a regional thing. If I'm not mistaken, simply you said you were in Texas, if I'm not mistaken, and I think I've heard that about others in Texas before too. You can confirm for me if you want. But I've heard that before about those drones, and I'm not surprised because the drones are becoming cheaper, easy to access. A lot of people have them, and the technology is getting better, even the cameras and, the way they can fly, how long they can fly, the distance. So I'm pretty sure as time is progressing, the drone stalking is going to definitely increase.
It's going to take the job of some of the perps. Just like the AI is taking the jobs of some of the regular people on the streets. I think the drones are going to replace some of their jobs too, just by following us, around.
And I'll piggyback on what she just said there. She's saying that she feels like the drones are going to take the place of a lot of the actual foot soldier perps that are out there following us around the way they do. Now, I could look at that two ways. One thing I'd say is they're going to use these foot soldiers because they want us to feel crowded and swarmed and mobbed. But as far as for just straight up surveillance, yeah, I agree. The technology is definitely gonna hopefully, hopefully it does put perps out of business, out of a job, but it's not like the job is going to be gone. It's going to be more efficient with drones. So it's just a bad situation either way. So that's why we got to keep that's why we need to keep practicing activism against this stuff and speaking out and trying to do what we can to change it. We can talk about it all day. We can sit together in front of fire pits and talk about what we're going through, but we got to find ways to try to make changes in our society. If any of you out there are interested in politics, please join your city council. Please try to get involved. Join board. What do you call it? Board. Get into these city council meetings. You want to join different neighborhood watch groups, HOAs, whatever. Just try to get involved, guys, because we need more TIs to get in places of authority where we're making decisions and we're making laws and we're in the room. We need to be in there and have a voice, because otherwise you're going to have a bunch of NPC perps who could care less about TIs, and they're going to be implementing more policies and things that are going to make our lives difficult. So we need to keep that in mind, guys. We can do this stuff together for years and talk to one another, but we definitely want to try to get into positions of decision making so that we can kind of change some of the things that are going on. And that's if you believe, if you're the kind of TI that believes this stuff comes from government and police and things of that nature. I know some of you feel like it's all spiritual and none of that stuff matters, but it's just a matter of perspective. Okay, let me see. Christian says, I'm a Manchurian candidate. I've gotten away with a lot of bad things against bad people, including the police. I'm smart and somehow protected. They begin trying to take me out for a long time. Man, you sound like Jason Bourne. You sound like Jason Bourne out there. And now you're in the wilderness running around in the snow in a log cabin with no electricity. You got to write a book, man. Yeah, you got to check out Born Supremacy. That's another a movie that a lot of TIs need to check out. Matter of fact, I might see if I don't know. She has to work. I was gonna say maybe me and Kim might have watched that tonight. The Born Supremacy, if I can find it. But that's another movie that I think TIs need to. That's another movie that I feel TIs need to check out. It's called The Born Supremacy, and it really kind of goes along those lines of being a maturing candidate, that kind of deal. So check it out, Born Supremacy, and that whole Jason Bourne trilogy that they had going on. That one is for the TIs.
What the other one we watched?
Oh yeah, and we recently, Kim and I watched a few other movies. I was able to pull her leg and get her to do it. It wasn't easy, but I got her to sit down and watch the movie Fallen by Denzel Washington, which is more on the spiritual side. It really gives me, it really depicts gang stalking, if you ask me. It really reflects what I go through using technology, and I'm sure a little spirituality, but the movie is called Fallen by Denzel Washington. It's free right now on YouTube, and if you decide to watch it, don't get discouraged when you hear the sound go out in the beginning. What they're doing is they're trying to avoid a copyright strike with the music in the movie, but the rest of the movie you will be able to hear, and then it will do it again at the end. But for the most part, the movie is fine. You can catch it on YouTube for free. It's called Fallen. Denzel Washington does a great job in it. It's from the 90s, so you guys should check it out. Again, it really depicts more the spiritual side, but I see the technology side of it, but check it out. We also attempted to watch another movie called The Game. Maybe we'll try again. She didn't quite make it through the movie, but I guess there wasn't enough action going on in that movie or something. But some of you TIs, you cerebral-minded TIs out there, you might want to check out the movie The Game.
Yeah, what's the other one with Wilson?
Oh, another good movie we recently were able to watch at some point. We spent a lot of time together over the holidays and over the last few weeks, guys. It's been, so we've been able to, really kick back and, just have some time. We go through a lot every day. We're running around, moving around, and, you guys know how it is. You guys, if you're working or you're just dealing with the program, struggling, trying to survive. So when we get a chance to sit down and relax, we try to do it. So we also watched a movie called Castaway. That's a little known movie that a lot of TIs don't speak about, but some of you, if you're dealing with the isolation I'll get to the comments right in a second. Let me finish what I was. But the movie Castaway, you might want to check that out. Castaway, for those of you dealing with the isolation and gang stalking, check out Tom Hanks' movie Castaway. All right, let's see. I heard somebody said something spicy down here. All right, let's see. Thrifty says, "Yep, it's lazy stalking. Yeah, the drones and all of that, right? Yeah, technology is definitely going to make a lot of the perps lazier." Because it's so easy to use the technology. Just they're viewing, they're looking through walls and everything nowadays. Oh, it's definitely police involved. Oh, 100% Thrifty. We know that. We know that. They're some of the biggest culprits in it. And they got so much access. That's the most disgusting part about it. They got all this authority and access. I don't even like talking about them. So disappointed. Mitchie says, cool, okay, all right. I'm not sure what you were referring to, but those are positive words. Let's see. Christian says, no, I'm just a regular guy. I am a Christian. I am a servant, but I just protect myself. Everything I do is try and help others. That's why I've made it so long. The Lord is real. He knows our heart. 100%. I can agree with you there. And man, just keep on surviving out there. If you feel like it's not time for you to leave, you're dealing with those weapons, and that's, like I said, that's something that I don't have a lot of expertise in. So I wouldn't even try to advise you on what to do. If you got to get away from those weapons, it's burning you up, and you got to stay where it's cool. Got to do it, man. Hope you can get back into another vehicle though. Being surrounded by perps sucks. Trust me, I know. Let's see. Rightly guided one says, how you know she's not a honey trap? You want to ask her? Hey Kim, are you a honey trap?
No, I'm not.
Are you a perp?
No, I'm not a perp. That's something that we discussed in our friendship. I came at Kurt. So yeah, that's something. As a TI, we're isolated. We don't trust. We don't trust people. So yeah, I called Kurt a perp. I thought he was perping me. So I thought I thought somebody sent him. So yeah, and he probably felt the same way. It's I don't know. It's another topic that we have to get into. Because it's something that's going on to where he probably sometimes he feels that way. I think he feels that way. I don't know, and I can't. I don't know.
But I don't treat you that way.
No,
I don't treat you like I think you're a perp or any kind of way.
I don't treat you that way. Right. So
okay. It works. I think it works what we do right now. I think
certain things that might trigger me and something might trigger him, so then sometimes you think, negative, and that's something that, I have to pray for because in this program, we're going to need somebody, you just can't, you have to trust somebody, so. But no, I'm not a honey trap. What they call that?
Honey trap.
Honey trap, honey pot.
Okay, well, she says she's not, guys, so if something changes, I'll update you. All right. They haven't flipped her on me. All right. Mitchie 999 says feels good outside from tonight, South Florida. Yeah, it feels really good. It feels like there's absolutely no weather. I feel no breeze, no humidity, no coldness. It's not hot. I don't feel anything. I don't know if it's because of the fire pit, but I literally feel no climate. Now that you mention it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling pretty good today. I don't know. We had a pretty good day with minimal gang stalking, and we've had a pretty good last few days, man. Just to be honest, but I shouldn't be saying that here because they'll probably somebody probably pull the fire alarm here tonight or something in the middle of the night or something stupid.
They have tried a couple of things like when we order DoorDash, they might forget.
DoorDash, Uber Eats, wherever we decide to order from.
Any little thing they try, to bring your vibration down. If they see that you're up too high, they'll try to bring you down. Basically,
yeah. So, but like I said, we know, those of you, we go through Target all the time. That just comes with it. Those are normal things. So, whenever we say, we're doing good, it's not like we're not dealing with Target. It's always there. It's just how we deal with it. It's how you react to it. I feel we've been able to react to it better. we've been reacting to it the right way, but it's always there. They never stop gang stalking. Again, it's just about how you position yourself to how well they can gang stalk you or not. You want to put yourself in a situation where it makes it difficult for them as possible to be as effective as you can. All right. So there's always gang stalking. It's never just nothing. It would just skippity doo dah. Let's see. Christian Witness says righty for sure. Garfield, what's going on, man? Good to see you, man. You on vacation? Every time I turn around, you on the island somewhere. That's the targeted life I'd like to live. Well, shit, I do live it. Well, anyway. Garfield says Castaway, a.k.a. Robin Caruso. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, you're right about that. See? That's what I like. Robert, is that a book? I think, because I was thinking it was a book. I did hear that before. Robert Caruso, he wrote about someone getting stuck out on the island like that. Thanks for bringing that up. You reminded me about that. You come right in with the fire. Just drop a gem real quick in the middle at the end of the live. Good to see you, man. Let's see. Thrifty says, "Hey guys, look, I'm gonna wrap this thing up here in the next few minutes. We're about an hour now. We'll keep it short and sweet. Won't do too much here. We just wanted to jump in and check in with you guys and just give you an update on our friendship here and how things have been going over the months. So I just wanted to jump in the chat with you guys, but so we'll be wrapping it up here. So if you guys had anything you wanted to ask, or any statements or any questions, anything, just throw it in there now. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here in a few minutes, guys. All right. And that wasn't a gang stalking throat clear. I've literally been talking for an hour straight, and I haven't even sipped my juice here. So, if anybody wants to throw something in the pot and support, show a little love in the Cash App, you push the button. Okay. Yeah, that'll be great. No pressure. Let's see. Thrifty says, I'm also military affiliated. Okay, a lot of y'all are military affiliated. I wonder if that's a trend with the targeting. Yeah, I have another TI. Friend, Tanisha, who is also military affiliated, a veteran, and she has mentioned. So I won't go too much to her story right now while she's not here, but she's definitely mentioned some things like that. I come from a military family as well. I was what you would call a military brat. So, and I'm targeted pretty harshly, and, I have military parents and, family members and everything. So, military, law enforcement, any of that kind of anything that's, like that, you can definitely probably expect there's going to be some issues with targeting going on. All right, guys, you don't got to put the timer all the way up because you're going to be cutting out soon. Let's see. But I can understand that, Thrifty. What's your service or what's your situation with the military?